Good morning. Welcome to Peace Out, where we are all learning together how to peace out. It's a process. It's not a button. It's not a formula. It's just do it over and over and over till we get it type thing, right? Just learning how to peace out in every situation. Here's the coolest thing about everything. God is with us. Now, I'm studying several different things, and I found myself in, I don't know, Isaiah, Ezekiel, reads Ezekiel, right? Psalms, the New Testament, Peter, Romans. And I found out that every book I read in this morning in the Bible was just full of stuff about God. Imagine that. Who knew, right? And I just started thinking, you know what? Because I was honestly, I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of out of fancy stuff to do, and I just want it to be. I want this devotion to be practical. I want it to be applicable in our real everyday lives, right? Because I'm just putting a scripture on the wall and thinking, that doesn't do anything for me. I needed to have something I can apply, something that's functional, something that's practical, right? And so that's what I find in the Word. I love that about God's Word. Is it's not just a book you read and you go, oh, that was a good book, and you put it back on the shelf. You can let it be part of you. Let it be part of your thinking. Let it be part of your thought processes and your daily walk, and let it drive you to that relationship with Him. And you're enriched by it. You're enhanced by it. You live by it. You're changed by it. I love the Word. I really do. So I was reading all over the place in my personal private study time this morning, and I came to this one conclusion. I actually ended up in my mind, not in my Bible, but as I was walking, in Psalm 46, where he said 2 or 3 times, God is with us. And I thought, isn't that what it all comes down to, is just trusting that He's with us? If everything's going really bad, we can encourage ourselves and say God's with us. When things are going really good, we don't leave Him at home. He doesn't say, well, I'll come back when you need me. No, He's just with us. And I love that. So I was thinking about that, and I thought about the story. And there are several stories, at least 2 stories of where Jesus calmed the storm. And I was thinking about, I actually read the one in John 6, and it, before they went across, he was with them before they got in the boat. He had been teaching, and the crowds had come, and actually he had just fed 5,000 with just like a couple of fish and a couple of loaves of bread, right? And they just performed a miracle. He was with his disciples right before the storm. Then they get in the boat, and they start across the lake, and they start rowing. The storm comes, and Jesus walks out on the water to them on the boat, right? And it says they were terrified. Now, I heard this the other day. I don't know who said it. They weren't terrified in the storm yet. It talked about the storm. It talked about them rowing. It talked about them. It was dark. It was Jesus hadn't come back. They got in the boat, headed across, and a bad storm came on them. And they grew very rough. They were out 3 or 4 miles. And then they saw Jesus walking on the water. Then they were terrified. The storm didn't scare them near as much as him just walking out there to them, right? All of a sudden, now he's like, oh my goodness. I know when I had my wreck, I'm getting off. It was a rabbit. Follow me on this little rabbit trail. When I had the wreck with the bus and got thrown out of the vehicle and slammed into the guardrail, I remember when they put me in the ambulance, I started coming to. I was in and out of consciousness for a little bit. And as I started coming to, I heard a loud voice in my ear that said my scripture, Psalm 57:1, be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusts in you, and I will stay in the shadow of your wings until these calamities are past. And I thought the ambulance guy knew my verse, right? And I was like, who knows my verse? That's awesome. And I said, who's over there? And the other guy, the guy over here, he goes, there's no one over there. I was like, no, who's over there? And he said, no one's over there. So I couldn't turn because I was strapped down from head to toe, of course, and I finally got my eyes to look over there. There was no one over there. And then I got scared, because I'm like, if God's talking to me where I can hear Him out loud in my ear, even though nobody else heard Him, this is serious. And then I got scared. I wasn't scared before that. And sometimes we're not scared till we realize Jesus comes walking into that storm. Then we start going, oh, this storm must be really bad, right? So I'm going to be more scared. But they weren't terrified at the storm. They were terrified when they saw Him coming. Now, that was mostly because they didn't know it was Him yet. But He was with them in that storm. And then it says once He got in the boat, He calmed the storm, and it says they were eager to let Him in when they realized it was Him, right? And immediately the boat was on the other side. So he was with them before the storm. He was with them in the storm. And he was still with them after the storm. Isn't that awesome? And you know what? No matter what, if there's a storm today in your life or if there's not, he is just with us. No matter what. He doesn't say, well, when things get, rate things from a 1 to a 10, and when they get to a 4, call me and I'll stay on hold in case you need me. And he doesn't say, don't call me till they get to an 8, because you don't need me till you get scared enough for an 8 or a 9 or a 10.2 on a 1 to 10 point scale. Right? He's like, no, he's just with us. He was with them and fed 5,000 people. They just witnessed that. Then he's with them in the storm. They were scared because they didn't realize Jesus was going to come to them that way. And sometimes when God comes to us, it's scary because it wasn't what we thought. It wasn't how we thought he was going to show up. It wasn't who we thought he was going to use to meet some need or to bring that peace, carry that peace to us. Maybe it comes from a child. Maybe it comes from someone you can't even imagine God would use. Sometimes that's me, right? Hello. Right? But God is with us. No matter how good things go today, no matter how bad things go today, no matter how indifferent today may feel. I don't have indifferent days. I'm off the chain on both ends of the spectrum there, right? But no matter how indifferent the day is, he doesn't have any stipulations. He just says, I want to be with you. And so he is, because he's God, and he can be where he wants to be. And today, where he wants to be is with you. And that's why you can peace out. Peace out. Have a great day. See you guys again tomorrow.